Operation First King. Scanner says I don't know if people would call us friends. Fans definitely. I definitely wouldn't call you friends. I've been through this. Because friends mean something. Wait, shut up, Big Sky. I'm trying to clarify what I just said. That sounds really harsh left on its own. Because friends as a word means something. Friends means like you are, to me friends means like you are people who like talk regularly one-on-one of each other, or like at least in a small group. You like talk regularly of each other. You do things together. Maybe you share a hobby, but like, you know, you have like a connective tissue. I would call my chatters acquaintances, generally. I usually draw a hard line between friends and acquaintances, and I would never lie to you, chat. I would never say that any of you are my friend if you're not. Well, okay, sometimes I would say it as like a part of a speech, like I'm doing like friends Romans, I'm doing like friends chatters. But, in general, in serious use of terms, that's why I would not say most of you are my friends, because we're not, you know, we don't hang out, chat. This is our one thing we do, I guess. And because it's gotta be two-way, I mean, look, if I streamed like as much as I did for the past 10 years, but only like 5 of you were in here, you'd all be my friends. But there's 300 of you. It's like, I wouldn't do a TED Talk. Full stop, I wouldn't do a TED Talk. But also, if I did, I wouldn't do a TED Talk and they'd say the audience was my friends, you know? But I guess I see you guys a lot more often, so it's different, because they're not even my acquaintances. They're just people in a crowd. Yeah, I do know you guys. That's the difference. I know you guys. So you're definitely my acquaintances. But I don't think you're my friends. Not all of you, anyway. Some of you in chat right now are my friends. But, where do you draw the line parasocially? Is there a word that means more than acquaintances, but less than friends? Starbright says, how could you break my heart like the Spiegel? No more Mechabellum tournament. Oh, Starbright! That's what I forgot! I've been racking my brain going, didn't I promise to do something on the 18th of this month? Didn't I promise to do something? Oh, did I have a sponsored game? Before I started the XCOM today, I was like... Before I started XCOM today, I went and looked at my email. I was like, oh, did I, like, agree to a sponsored stream or something? Oh, don't we have the Mechabellum tournament this weekend? Isn't that soon? Some people write things down in calendars. It's tomorrow? Oh, it's tomorrow! Hey, great! Great. It's tomorrow, great. I knew I forgot something. Some people write things down in calendars. I don't have a calendar, so I tend to just agree to do things, like, and be like, that sounds great, and then, you know, the day comes, and, you know, I do it then. There we go. It's fine, Starbright. All I have to do is show up and commentate. It's fine, Starbright. I just would have turned the stream on tomorrow or something, or you would have messaged me like an hour in advance tomorrow before my stream time, and you would have been like, ready for the Mechabellum tournament? I would have been like, sure am! And then I would have streamed Mechabellum. It's not like I gotta do anything for it. I just gotta show up. I don't gotta do anything in advance. Do I? I didn't agree to do anything in advance, did I? Did I? Don't gaslight me. I'm very vulnerable right now. What map am I on? You sent me so many furry pictures? I've already got them all, you don't need to. You're lucky we finished Boulders before the Mechabellum tournament, so I might get some rest before it. What's wrong with furry pictures? Nothing, I just got them all. How's this a threat? I think Starbright's trying to bribe me, actually.
Moving out.
Oh, you're not a concealment scout.
Got a visual.
It's okay, they're just seekers, I'm never punished. I think I know why I consistently lose audience numbers over the years of my career rather than gain them. Is because, how could you be a consistent audience member of my channel? Because if you come to me for good tactical play, you're gonna get so irritated at me on days like this, where I play like this, and if you come to me to, like, watch anything else, I don't know, actually, I guess, yeah. I guess you just don't come to me for good tactical play at this point. Bounty says, you even made Pig General bright pink that are not concealed. Oh, that's why I made you bright pink! I forgot that. I don't have any battle scanners either, whoopsie. That's alright, we'll just do some Overwatch. Pocket Boy says, we come to you for your gripping commentary. Wait, my microphone's on when I do that? Alright, do I have Ender Zone? Yes, this is Speed Bump, my good personal friend, Speed Bump. Ooh, that's awkward though. Subject G says, I come here to watch the slow himboification of what was once a great commander. You say that, but I honestly think sometimes there's probably a lot of people who hold that exact opinion. In fact, I know there are, from way back in the day. I just think most of them left about 2016 or so, 2017 or so. But I know there's a lot of people who legitimately, like with a grievance, hold the opinion of like, he used to be like this great paragon, oh the West has fallen, because Bigarush used to be like this great paragon of tactical play and like sane, reasoned commentary. And now he's just like, now he's like insane. I know like there's literally more than 10 people who are like disgusted with the path of like my character development. He's washed up, legitimately.
Roger, tracking.
On my way.
Washed up, baby, washed up. I'm not even talking about the gone woke part. I know they hate that too.
Solid copy. Aye, aye, Commander.
I know there's still people who watch too, and they just like cringe when it's brought up, I think. There's definitely people who try to like, it's usually the other way around, like, it's like, oh, the person who makes this thing is a terrible person, oh, I can't enjoy it, you know, but it's like, it's the other way around with me, like, I know there's definitely viewers, because I see their messages sometimes on other places, I know there's definitely people who watch, and they're like, oh, they're just trying to forget that Beagle's woke. I just try to enjoy his XCOM commentary.
Roger. I've got
And forget that he's a filthy leftist. Deandil says I learned to count thanks to Beagle. Beagle used to be a tactics girl, now he's a tactics dog, that's true. He put the Argentinian pride flag on the Land Raider!
Keeping score. Targeting system malfunction.
That was one. I think there was two more. Wasn't there four? He's not even paying attention to the game. He doesn't even know.
Copy that.
Dan says, I appreciate you more for being a filthy leftist. Well, I will take a shower at some point. But I'll still be a leftist then.
Getting it done.
I'll just be cleaner.
I'm on the move. Heading out.
He's not even using the dice anymore. I've got him, I just tend to be a bit late on... Hello, on getting them out. Oh, Incredon says I can't respect a washed leftist, sorry. I understand, that's fine.
Aye, aye. On over.
Come get some.
Got it covered. Come get some.
What about a washed gamer?
On Overwatch.
PG says, when was your last shower? No. I can't remember, guys.
I'm watching.
Maybe, about when XCOM 2 came out, maybe? It was the ants, guys, you know, the ants came out of my shower head.
Missed the target.
And it just didn't seem like a good idea to take any more after that. More Seekers. Very Seeker-heavy UFO mission here.
They're flanking my position.
X-ray's got me outflanked.
Damn it. Enemy is still alive.
Jason says, let's not joke about this, because there are a significant amount of chuds that think washing their ass is a sign of weakness. Right. Fellas, is it gay to have a clean ass? Solar Galaxy says, Beagle is not lost his XCOM skill, more like he transcended it. He's gone from Kung Fu Master to Drunken Kung Fu Master. I would take pride in that, were that true, yes. I get what you mean, and I would take pride in that. Tower says you're not manly if you're not dirty. Oh. Then we probably have a very manly chat here.
I'm on my way.
I think that's all of them, but if another one shows up, I won't be surprised. So, like, I think that's all of them, but I also don't. More stellar commentary from Beagle. Pot of 4 up ahead. Solus Pizza says, can confirm I'd never bang a dirty ass. I don't think that anyone asked, but to be fair, that can be said about a lot of things. So, I mean, good for you. Glad to know what kind of asses you bang, Solus Pizza. It's just more information to add to the Wikipedia of my brain. It was heavily implied. I wasn't trying to imply that. Was it heavily implied? To be a streamer, to be like an on-the-spot jester, is to have right now the angel and devil on my shoulder, and the devil is just screaming, now ask the follow-up. Alright, chat, what kind of asses would you bang? And the angel is like, just move on. Just don't. There's no need for it. Just, you know, just play XCOM. Just give the people the next turn. PG says, we never ask you your fetishes, but you still tell us. I have not told you about any of my fetishes. What do you mean? And frankly, it's a lot for you to assume I even have fetishes.
We're green to go.
Nimble says smartasses, but PG says fat ones, so you both got valid answers, I guess.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
10-4.
No Nazi asses? Well, I mean, obviously. Swamp. Beaker, we've been here long enough to see you turn into a furry. Why is that a fetish? Why is it gonna be a sex thing? Come in with furry tag. This is what's always the problem with, like... We've had this discussion about the furry label. Dad, it doesn't have to be a sex thing. We've seen the art Jam drew. Yeah, of, like, women who happen to be furry. Is liking women a fetish? Well, I guess I've got a big one. Sorry, everyone.
Heading to that location.
Yeah, but is it one for you? No. I just like women. I just like women, and then my horizons expanded to include women of all kinds. That's all. I just stopped being a human supremacist.
Heading to that location.
Now people are asking me. Now people are asking
Enemy
me.
in sight.
Now it's different. Now you're trying to drill it out of me. You're trying to interrogate me. You know, ask me fur or skin. This is weird. We're not talking about this. I'm not talking about this with you. I wouldn't even talk to my pastor about this. Of course I would. I talk about it all the time. I would choose personality. What the fuck? Did I just look at the insane YouTube comments Twitter account, or is this my chat? Tango-1 said, this furry picture that people would crank to on my desktop is not indicative of my fetish. What are you talking about? What? Is that aimed at me? What are you talking about?
Burning through ammo fast.
You gotta cite your sources now. Hey, and like, are you talking about the desktops you see sometimes when I alt tab for like Rose Sigma? Have you got one in mind? Tanko, why are you cranking to Beagle's desktop? Tanko says, why are you not in Credon? Which one do you mean? Are you talking about my desktops? Are you talking about the Enea one? This is a debate now. You're gonna give me your side of the argument again, and I'm gonna give you mine again.
Let's do this.
But let me say this as well. Just because someone would crank something to something that you're interested in doesn't make it a fetish. Because people can crank it to anything. So that's clearly not a good way of judging and assessing. Tango-1 says, no thanks. Obviously any debate would have to occur on my Twitch channel. Start the stream, Tango-1. Start your stream up. Wish we had used the proper term, zerking it. Anything can be a fetish. Yeah, exactly, that's the point. But that doesn't mean it is for that person.
10-4.
Oh, I really like cars. Oh, okay, you fucking pervert. Because some people have a fetish for fucking cars. Okay, well, I don't. I just like driving them. Yeah, I bet you do. Drive them into the fucking ground, huh? No, what the fuck? That's what Tango Dash 1 is doing to me right now. Maybe I just like cars, guys. Coconut Gun says, people can crank it to anything, huh? Oh yeah, name 3 things you crank it to. Why is your name Coconut Gun? Writes note for Beagle, car fetish.
I'm on it, Commander.
I don't have a car fetish, shut up. Can you not shoot here? Okay, it's just you. Okay. Let's shoot this one. It's gonna hurt.
Bye-bye.
Oh, you can't move now, shit.
I'm on it.
Doesn't have a car fetish, he has a fighter jet fetish. Beagle has not noticed this 6-year-old follower. I might have heard Coconut Gun talk before, but in this context, somehow it just seems worse. For reasons I can't explain. Tango Dash 1 says Beagle just has a sexy picture of the Dogmobile from Dumb and Dumber on his wall with synthesis. I've never watched that movie though, so... Can't get me. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Anyway, legitimately though. Yeah, I just think women are neat, that's all. And if those women have tails, it's fine with me. Welcome sometimes. That's all. I just think women are neat. And you know, we know from the census we did a little while back that most people on this channel, if you're here, you probably think women are neat. A lot of people here can agree women are neat. Shut up, Jane Dog. Love the new PNG YouTuber Beagle. Thank you, Ted from Debate. It's made by Sheep Hair Man Richardson. I appreciate it. Thank you. I think it looks great too. That's why I wear it. That's why I wear this outfit. Sheep Hair Man Richardson just does such good outfits. Let's get you. Benny says women are neat, Beagle. Women are neat. Can we just all take a minute to appreciate how neat women are? Do it at home if you want, or do it in chat.
Headed there now.
It's like standing for the flag right now. I think everyone should just appreciate for a second.
I'm on it, Commander.
What about messy women? Fine. They're also neat.
Heading out.
Where's that seeker gonna show up? Probably up here.
On the move.
I'm gonna give you a heal. Somebody says, does that mean you'll think I'm neat? We do. We do mean that. Ted from Debate says, it's insane on Ko-fi that they do PayPal later for a donation. What do you mean? Oh, you mean you can, like, go into debt with PayPal to give me a donation? Huh? Wait, what do you mean?
Roger that.
You can do installments? Oh, you can do installments. Huh. Wait, so we can, like... Are you saying that we could all be streamers and we could all do pay later donations to each other, and then when we need to pay off the pay later donations, we could just do them again?
New 5 donation from Debate. Feeling bad forgot to buy Darktide from your link, but NGL1 didn't
right.
wanna give Fatchark money to go to the game. Is a mess of bugs.
Oh, thank you for giving me money. Thank you for the $5 donation, Ted, from Debate. I appreciate it. It does have its things, but I do think Dark Knight is a great game, personally. I do think it's a great game.
On the move.
Scanning.
Thank you very much for the donation. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Scanning.
Yeah, Beagle's currently figuring out how to make money in this world by getting into horrific amounts of debt. That's the secret. This is like when I was talking to someone recently who... It was a great conversation where they were like, you know, if you do enough credit card debt, basically, they just don't pick you up on it anymore. It was something... It was something like... I don't remember the exact wording, but it was basically like, if you just get debt on credit cards, like, the police can't stop you. Like, what are they gonna do? Like, it's not illegal. Because, like, it's not secure money or something, so you can just get as much credit card debt as you want, and then just not pay it off, and, like, if you don't answer the debtors at your door on the phone, they can't get your money. Yeah, one weird, and they were saying it like, look, I'm not saying that anyone should do this, but, you know, if you did want to do it, it'd be very easy. It just it was such a great conversation. Just get huge amounts of credit card debt and then just ignore them when they ask you to pay it back. Just walk away. I think that's great. I think that's great. Because I think it worked for them. Is the thing. So I think they got away with it like one time. I think they slipped through the cracks, but anyway. They then took that to mean, I think, like, you can just do it all the time. George says, honestly, it's worked for Trump more than once. Yeah, but if you're, like, that big and rich, you can do whatever you want, because you get, like, bailed out when you go broke. My brain is really falling into sludge. My brain is sludge right now. I'm just gonna try to get through this mission.
Got him. Burning through ammo fast.
Headed there now.
It's so funny he has dog shit legal defense because he's not liking to pay people. But I mean, that's how rich people get rich.
Ready to engage.
You don't get rich by being by not being stingy of your money, you know. It's like my granddad. My granddad, you know, had good savings, good wealth. You know, he had a good amount of money. And you know, he walked around in like a pair of old raggedy pants held together. Like he wouldn't even buy a belt. He had like baling wire, which he tied his pants together with through the belt loops. You know, he just wouldn't buy a belt. Doesn't need it. That's how you, rich people are rich because they don't let go of their money. Rich people are dragons. That's how it works. Rich people tend to be very fucking stingy.
Come get some.
Philip says if you double move towards the UFO, the mission will end faster. That's true.
Got it. Back in.
Are you related to an old-timey gold prospector? No, he was a Navy captain, actually.
Position confirmed. We're green to go.
I'm ready.
Gotta heal again. Jano says, let me tell you about passive revenue streams and more reasons to hate the rich you already had. Oh no, I'm aware. I'm well aware of money make money.
X-ray on the move. They're flanking us. They're on the move.
Ankudon says boat. Ankudon, my granddad was a Navy captain in the British Navy. He had a plate that said OBE on it, or something. He had an OBE and a plate. Anyway, he had a plate from the Queen or something. Australian Navy's the one where they wear the shirts on. He was in the British Navy. My mom's side of the family is British. British. Which I've always assumed is why I had a weird eclectic mix of an accent, because I had like British and Australian together. And it just kind of turned out strange. I'm gonna look over for Meld over here.
Will do. Visual on the good.
Jeff says, and so is your dad's, because white Australians are British. Yes. I mean, genealogically, yes. I'm as Anglo as they come. Huge spoilers for anyone who hasn't caught up to this point in my streaming career yet, but I am white. If anyone didn't know that. Spoilers, there you go. I know a lot of people have been waiting for the, I was about to say race unboxing, but...
Moving out.
I just have like a filter that caught that like auto mod being like, I don't know, are you sure you want to say this? Have you spent 30 seconds thinking about all the possible ramifications of what that phrase might potentially mean you haven't thought about yet?
That's affirmative.
And you know what? The answer is no, I didn't, but I trust you all enough at this point to do that for me now.
Let's do this.
Jason says, I'm white. Oh, so Beagle's not so woke now, is he?
Move order confirmed.
I fucking misclicked, I didn't even reload. Banny says you do have the default white name. It's true, yeah.
Closing on target position.
My parents didn't, they just like clicked through character creation. They didn't even give me a new name. It's just John.
Roger that. Ready to engage. I will, Commander. On my way.
I do have a different last name though, because it's like, you know, it's like online accounts. Like you can't have literally the same username, so they had to change the last name for that reason. I wasn't going to be default John Smith. Arakasi says, my grandfather was also in the British Navy. He had a hammer and sickle tattoo, and they made him change it, so he changed it to a Black Panther. Your grandfather sounds fun.
Ready, guys. Let's do this. Yes, sir.
Still laughing about that. Barkerboy says, luckily your last name doesn't sound ridiculously white. You don't think? Teasdale? It's got Dale in it. John Teasdale.
Roger that.
Literally Teasdale.
Order confirmed.
That's the joke? Oh. Fuck you.
On the move. Hauling ass.
I'm gonna change my last name. I want to make it like Steele or something. John Steele.
You hear that?
Gork says, I've always found it odd that the most common name is apparently John Smith. I've never met a single Smith, let alone a John Smith. Well, it's just you don't talk to those people because they're NPCs without dialogue lines when you walk past them, that's all.
Headed there now.
I bet there's John Smiths in chat right now, but they're not going to talk.
Got it.
They haven't got any lines. The developers didn't give them any. They can't say anything right now. They want to engage in the chat, but they can't. Coconut Gun says you cannot pull off John Steele. Yeah, I know. I don't think I could. That's probably the main reason I would never do this. I don't think I could pull off any cool last names.
I'm on the move.
I think my last name suits me in a bad way.
I'm on the move.
Pinfalo says, I worked with an old salt on crabbing ships up in Alaska named John Steele. He almost died of a fungal lung infection from going down on a stripper. Exactly, you know, like... That's just not me. I don't have that kind of potential.
Heading to that location.
It would be like stolen valor to name myself John Steele. Hopeless Dreamer says, does your brother pull off your last name better than you? I mean, my brother's cool as hell. His name's Dan.
Good to go.
Which right away is a cool name. But, you know, he can do business as well. Danielle. Daniel, you know. And he's super cool because he's my older brother. And he's a game developer. And he has a large adult son, you know? Like, good for him. He's doing great. How about John Bradford? I don't think I'm strong enough to be a John Bradford. Either, I don't think I can pull it off.
Providing cover on my location. Overwatch, aye aye.
I feel, Commander. Готовность номер 1.
You could probably pull off John Aluminium. Yeah, I could. John Bradholden? No man is strong enough to be a John Bradford. I mean, Bradford's first name is John. He's John Bradford, I'm pretty sure. John Gold. Do you think I could be a John Gold? I don't know. Oh, what the hell is this? Dear John, have I done something to offend you? Have I been disrespectful to you or your community? I've tried to be a kind, helpful member of your community, but I slept poorly last night after your stream. In fact, I can't recall a single stream or VOD which hasn't left me feeling ill. For example, my father-in-law is a John Smith, so when you claim that all John Smiths are NPCs, you're insulting my family. John Smith's grandfather is my direct ancestor, so when you insult the John Smiths, you're insulting my family and their friends. See attached pictures of my entire family tree of John Smiths as evidence. The best part about looking at fucking Blinky's PMs is that if I scroll up, literally from February of this year, oh no, sorry, June of this year, there's one here about, Dear John, have I done something to offend you about being a Philippines-based conquistador, and when you claim all conquistadors are bastards, you're insulting my family. Hernan Cortez's grandfather was my direct ancestor. Did you do another one? No, that's your only two. Step it up, Blinky. Step it up. We clearly need more. Coconut Guns says, I feel like you could pull off a John goal, but it would be a whole new aesthetic. I just think of like Balthazar Gelt. You literally just copy that one to get the original format as Blinky.
Copy that.
John Dunny Thongs. I always love your energy, Lope.
On my way.
You have like a very high level of posting. You're very much a poster.
I'm on it, Commander.
Johnny boy. Okay.
Running.
They used to call me Johnny boy back in school. What's up, Johnny boy?
Headed there now.
That's all they'd say. They wouldn't say anything else. They didn't like me.
Yes, sir. Got it.
On Overwatch.
Moving to
On
Overwatch.
Overwatch. What's making that noise?
There was one British kid at my school who would call me Mr. Bean. I can't remember if it was because I liked Mr. Bean. Ow, there's an ant on me. No, there isn't. That's just psychosis. I can't tell if it was. Can't remember if it was because I liked Mr. Bean, because I acted kind of weird, or because I looked kind of weird like Mr. Bean, or all three. But it wasn't meant as an insult. I once leaned in to what he said by going to school and eating lunch in the absolute most freak way possible in the spirit of how Mr. Bean would do it, like with little like handkerchiefs and shit out of like a lunchbox, and he enjoyed that. There's some lore for you. Did you have hair as a kid, Beagle, or were you always bald? I started balding at that like 20-year-old conservative age of like 14, 15, something like that. And then I started wearing, like, I just had like thin and wispy, like not very strong hair anyway. So then when I started noticing that and like didn't like that because I had long hair as well, I started wearing a baseball cap all the time to try and, you know, not look like shit because I was embarrassed. And thought I looked really bad. Unfortunately, I think wearing a baseball cap, like, everywhere I went religiously for then, like, the next 5 or so years probably made it even worse. And then, eventually, when I was, like, in my early 20s, I just realized I could just literally just cut my hair short and it's fine. But unfortunately, before that, you know, I never got a shorter haircut. And that kind of hairline looks like shit when you have long wispy hair because it just blows everywhere. Like, you've got, like, a toupee, but it's, like, actually your hair, you know what I mean?
Moving to position.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
But yeah, if you're going through that, kids, don't wear a hat everywhere. Just cut your hair shorter if that's a problem for you. If you're worried about like male pattern baldness.
That's affirmative.
Because the hat's just gonna make it worse. Would have worked for John Gold.
Aye, aye. Aye, aye.
Yeah, my mortal enemy as a kid was the wind. Blowing my hair out of place if I wasn't wearing a hat.
Moving to Overwatch.
I basically had a comb over. I had like a 14-year-old comb over. It's terrible, but I didn't know what a comb over was.
Got it covered.
Got it covered.
On Overwatch. We're green to go.
But yeah, don't do that. Just cut your hair short. It looks way better. Blinky says, real talk, because a guy's been bald even longer than you, just shave your head. It'll look weird at first, but once you get used to it, you'll realize it looks better. It's easy to maintain. Yeah, you just go bald. And on some people, bald works really good. I have a fuck-shaped head, so I wouldn't go bald. But I mean, no, I have. I've gone basically bald. I've gone like... But I always keep like that little bit of like fuzz, you know? I always go for like that almost bald, but not quite. But some people can really rock bald.
That's affirmative.
It works, you know? Just get bald and hit the gym, and just get massive muscles. If you're suffering from male pattern baldness. Or maybe you're like, maybe you look like Kane. Just get like a Kane goatee from CNC.
Heading to that location. Yes.
Joe Conkin looks great. I bet he's Conkin all the time. He looks great.
Confirmed. Closing on target position now.
Heretic Deviant says works well on my mate real well. I'm constantly worried about my monk pattern balding revealing my gamer grooves. Oh, your headset grooves in your head?
Solid copy.
Well, so when you say your mate, do you mean like your friend or like your life partner?
Target confirmed. On our way.
My look these days is totally bald with a long beard, says Blinky. Oh, you're kind of like a dwarf. Not 100% happy with my appearance, but definitely way happier than any time I try to do anything with my hair. I mean, that sounds like it looks good, Blinky. That's a classic combination.
Eyes on the prize.
Your British friend, right, yeah. That's right, transfer from the XCOM 1 sectoid to the XCOM 2 sectoid, that's right. Are dwarves bald? I mean, they can be. Like you said, I'm exactly like a dwarf, I'm literally 5'4". I've always got that impression about you, Blinky. Yeah, no, I just seems right. I've always had a feeling, and I don't know if that's because you told me at some point, and I forgot. Because my brain is a sieve, it goes in one ear and then out the other. Or maybe I just guessed. Jeff says Blinky is a gnome, the embodiment of Sir Fuzzalum. Blinky, that means every time we've ever made fun of short men on this channel, you've just stood there and taken it? Have we been visiting violence upon you this whole time?
Target acquired.
No, more seekers. This is a very seeker mission. Pimple says, guys, I'm here for jokes, commentary, and tight gameplay. If I can't get any of those, I prefer I not be getting Bold Engineer support group instead. I really appreciate it if we as a chat really tightened it up and kept the topics more appropriate. Blinky says, I like making short jokes because they bother Ben Shapiro, though. Ah, you're sheathing the sword. I respect that a lot. I do respect that a lot.
Dead and gone.
Nick says, I agree. The topic should be restricted to how awesome it is to have hair and be tall. Yeah, sure. Okay, whatever you guys want.
I'm on the move.
Well, I'm over 6 foot, but I don't have hair, so...
Cover position affirmative. Covering now.
Field, Commander.
Overwatch, aye aye.
But I have an absolutely fucking massive brain. So I've got that going for me. It's actually a downside. We've been through this. It's actually worse, because you have a small brain, your brain can dodge. When you get, like... When you take skull damage, your brain can dodge. It can, like, move around in there. But when you have a big brain, it's really stuck in place. Very low AC.
Come get some.
Alright, here comes one. Small brains have dex mods, that's right. That's why when you're building a fighter, you dump int on purpose.
Missed the target.
Vanguard Master said something that just sounds so fucking funny. I've always wondered, but I've been too scared to ask. When balds wash their face, how far up do they go? Like, where do you stop? Balds? You're just gonna call us all balds? What do you mean? Also, what does your question mean? When balds wash their face, how far up do they go? Like, where do you stop? What do you mean? What does that question even fucking mean? It sounds like a slur. Balds. When do you stop using face wash? When do I stop using what?
I'm on it, Commander. Nailed him.
There goes a seeker.
On my way.
It means that you wash the top of your head with face wash. What the hell is face wash? Were you not here 20 minutes ago when I said my last shower was in 2017? Sorry, 15, that's when XCOM 2 came out. Stuff that gets rid of acne. What? No, like, I thought it was funny when I realized what I said, but on a serious note, like, no, I just, like, wash my face with soap? Is that not normal? Is that not normal? It's a little weird, is it? It's soap cleans you. I wash my body with soap. What? Why is that weird? What is this face wash? Hang on. I mean, I know of, like, treatments you get if, like, you're a teenager covered in acne, or you just have acne at all. Face wash. But, like, is this a thing you're going out there and buying? Like, you're spending your hard-earned money on this face wash thing? Face cleansers, sure. Like, you get, like, these squeezy things, like ointments, like tubes you squeeze out and you rub into your face for your pores. Face wash is advertised soap for washing your face. Right, can't you just use soap? Soap-free Dermalogica face wash and cleansers lift impurities, addresses skin issues and preps skin for treatment. Shop for free delivery on all orders over $50. Okay, see, I don't buy any shit like this. I just have, like, one of those, like, $10, like, tubs of coconut smelling like body wash that I buy from the shop, and I just squeeze it out onto my hands, and then I just like cover my entire body in it, including my face, and then you use soap for hair, soap and conditioner. No, not soap, sorry, shampoo and conditioner for hair. Not soap, I had soap on the brain. I don't put soap in my hair, don't worry. I know, that would be weird. Use body soap for non-face areas, as the product says. Yeah, but I mean, like, the face is part of your body, so...
Moving to position. I'm on it, Commander.
Anyway, no, I thought face creams were for, like, if you wanted to really, like, try hard the washing process. You know what I mean? Like... I just haven't put that much investment into hygiene, I guess.
Headed there now.
I'm not that much of a sweat when it comes to cleaning myself, you know what I mean?
Rolling out.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Right says 7-in-1 body wash. Face is one of those 7, surely. Surely.
Affirmative. Moving out.
So it really says some of us are more oily than others, and those products are handy for us. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I'm not trying to look down on anyone
There now.
who uses face wash. Don't get me wrong. I've never done that.
Defensive posture behind me.
They're on the
I got position.
Fucking seekers. Do you wash your feet? Of course I wash my feet. Coconut Gun says, are you one of those people who says that soap running down is enough? Oh my god, no. Soap running down does nothing. There are people like that? That's fucked up. Soap running down your body does literally nothing. That's like, oh, I went in the rain, I'm clean now. Come on. I mean, at that point, just own it. Just don't shower at all. Don't lie to yourself. My feet don't get that dirty because I'm actually the kind of person who wears socks every day of my life. I only take my socks off to go to bed. I wear socks everywhere. I don't like to walk around about socks. I don't know. It's always been the way. I'm a sock person. I hate having stuff stick to my feet. Exactly. Peachy says, oh, you haven't seen this test on YouTube saying water does more than soap on your legs. What? You don't wear thongs without socks? Well, I don't wear thongs. But generally, I wear socks everywhere, yes. I'm a sock person. Oh yeah, I got lizard skin too, Blinky.
I'm on the move.
You and me, same. I got lizard skin too.
That's affirmative.
Scanning.
Let's rock.
Washing his socks well then. Yeah, I don't want to get trench foot, so.
Okay.
I'm on it, Commander.
Yankodon says, I hate how everyone compliments me on my facial hair when it's probably my most hated feature. Yeah, that sucks.
I'm on the move.
Destroy it, Incredon.
I'm on it, Commander.
Transcend the weakness of your flesh and facial hair. Destroy
Moving
it.
out.
Roger that.
You do? There you go. Annihilate it.
Understood.
It just comes back. Use lasers. Just like in Battletech, use lasers to solve your problems.
Scanning.
I'm on.
Ready to engage.
We're green to go. Roger that. Scan.
Shoot an S laser under your chin. You sent me a vid of a short about the soap thing. Okay. I love how it's in that fucking YouTube way where it's a clickbait title, so the title is in caps. Stop washing your legs! Oh my god. Hang on. Wait a second.
20% of the human population doesn't wash their legs. And you know what? They're right.
Shut the fuck up. Why do we live in this modern world where actual legitimate content that people aren't making as a joke feels like a Tim and Eric sketch? Is this meant to be a joke?
The thought is that the water, soap, and shampoo running down from the top of your body will actually get your bottom half clean. So we decided to test that out, and the results were shocking. The team and I decided to nasty up our legs and then hop in the shower for 10 minutes. And it was surprising to see other people's shower routines. Amy from our team apparently likes to go all rock concert by whipping her hair back and forth.
Okay, great.
Clean. As for me, I'm a pivoter. Gotta keep on spinning under the water, baby. We decided to wash our right leg with soap, and we didn't touch our left leg. And side by side, you can actually see the results. For the most part, our water-only legs look just as clean as the soapy leg.
Oh my god.
But what about all the dirt that you can't see? Well, this is the bacteria after a water-only rinse. And this is after washing with soap. Turns out the soap actually makes you dirtier. And if you want to learn exactly why that is, because that makes no possible sense, go watch our recent expose on soap. That one will blow your mind and forever change the way that you wash.
I don't think it will, and I hate you. Leave me alone. I'll tell you right now, it does not even matter if that guy is right. I would not believe a single fucking thing he said after the way he introed that video, where he shows up like a fucking Tim and Eric bit. He could have said the sky is blue. I would have been like, wrong, motherfucker. You think I was born yesterday? So it's great. When he says, like, he's soap dirty, go watch your expose. Like, I'm usually a person where anything that happens in the world, I will consider, like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my beliefs are wrong, right? But it's great. I see that motherfucker, it's like, I have this... It's like, there's an exception in my brain automatically for content creators. I see that, I'm like, no. No, I think no. I think you should be in jail, actually, instead of the possibility of you being right. I think you should be in jail for lying.
Heading to that location.
That's Matt Pat. He's literally known for his extensive research. That guy's Matt Pat? Wait, isn't Matt Pat the bald guy from Super Best Friends? I keep hearing the name Matt Pat here and there over my time on Earth. Because he's famous, I guess. That's Game Theory Matt Pat? There's two guys? Different Pat? I don't know, I've never fucking watched Game Theory. The only reason I'm aware of Game Theory is because people do like that meme sometimes that isn't funny. I have no idea who that guy is. That's the first time I've ever seen him in my life. And first impression, I wouldn't believe a single thing he said, and I feel vindicated that I have no idea who he is until this point. That's Angriest Pat. Oh! Right, because he's the one I was thinking of when Blinky was talking about being a 5'4" dwarf of a huge beard. To be fair, I haven't watched them much either, but I'm at least aware of what that Pat looks like. And he's with Peachy, right? Peach Salvia? Peach Saliva, whatever. Hopeless Dreamer says, Beagle, you need to get a bunch of some rest. This feels more like a Battle Brothers stream. I know.
Got it. Move it.
They have a kid now. Good for them. Must be nice for them to have someone who can reach things on the top shelf. Why am I doing this? I'm just like making fun of short people. I don't know him. I'm just like in a mood to make fun of short people now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Blinky. I'll tell you why I'm like this, because I saw a picture he posted the other day. For some reason, I saw a picture from Angriest Pat of... It was like photoshopped, and they'd like compressed the middle of him, and he looked like he was legit like 3 feet tall. And it really stuck in my head, I don't know why. So now actually like that's, because I don't watch him normally, that's actually what he looks like to me, like my brain has decided he really is 3 feet tall. Yeah, we've been in Battle Brothers mode for a while.
Time to motor.
Go look up human proportion. Human proportion Pat. What is this? Anatomically correct. Wait, what the fuck is this? Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's just not, I don't even know what's real or fake there. I couldn't tell you. One of those fills me with eldritch dread.
Already there.
Is David Cage.
Roger, Dodger.
Good for them. Honestly, short kings live it. Short kings and queens live it. We love to make jokes about short people, but honestly, don't we think dwarves are great in like Warhammer Fantasy and stuff?
Overwatch.
Roger that.
It's your mark of pride, live it, Blinky. Blinky, by your own description,
You hear that?
I think there's a lot of people in chat who would think you're incredibly sexy. Sammy's probably one of them. As long as it's not Blood Bowl and not Chaos. Yeah, I hate dwarves in Blood Bowl, that's true.
I'm on it, Commander.
I hate to play against dwarves, let's make the distinction. Because there's a difference, because I wouldn't say that I just hate dwarves as a peoples in Blood Bowl. I just hate playing games against them. Now, halflings, on the other hand, that's a different story.
Moving to designated position.
Gorg says, I'm short, and statistically I will outlive you all. There's definitely some zoomers in here, Gorgs. I mean, probably there's gonna be some people who will outlive you.
10-4.
Действуем.
Stepping off.
Solid copy, Commander. On the move.
Philip says, I'm young, I'll statistically outlive you all. You know what's crazy is that there's a right answer to this. We don't know it yet, because fates and we're not gods. But technically there is one person in chat right now who will outlive all the rest of us, like some kind of battle royale contest. Look at yourselves, look at chat. One of you, it's like winning a raffle, only one of us will outlive the rest.
Moving out.
It's rabbit food? Oh, I'm glad PG knows. Thanks, PG. Channel says it sure ain't gonna be me. Yeah, it's probably not gonna be me either.
What was that?
Jeff Runk says, statistically I'm the same age as Beagle of Americans. Statistically, it's probably not gonna be any of the Americans. You guys got a lot of bad shit going on over there. I mean, even just McDonald's. There's like a 6-year-old child watching from like Norway right now, and they're probably the one. G Rainbow Monk says, hey Beaks and Jam, do you recall how amazing TNX was back in the day? What incredible production value that was. That's the most I've been roasted in a really long time. That's a really good roast.
Headed there now.
Hey Pickle, remember back 9 years ago when this stream looked good? Oh my god, I'm dead.
Affirmative.
Oh my god, my gut, my gut.
Got it covered.
I haven't laughed like that since Sir Fuzzlelumps, thank you. Should collaborate with the guy who did TNX, yeah, maybe I should.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Over here.
There now. Solid copy.
Beagle's dead already, only 271 more to go. I think we've talked about this before. We said like every time a chatter leaves, it's because they died. I think that was a joke at one point in my decade career. It's morbid though, it's probably why we didn't continue doing that joke. Instead, we now do the joke where every time we blow up a civilian building in the strategy game, Incredon says which chatters have died. Jeff says, Beagle, I think it's time to cover a chat up with Hot Furry picture. No, it's okay. After this mission, we're just gonna play Battle Bit or something for an hour. It's fine, there'll be more XCOM tomorrow. Wait, no, there won't. There'll be Mechabellum tomorrow. Yes. But there'll be more XCOM the day after. We're Sigma over this.
Heading to that location.
Solid copy.
Radix says red pill with the environmental changes happening over the next decade. Life's a gamble, baby. Unfortunately, Erratic and other Matrix fans, if you haven't heard, red pill doesn't mean that anymore, I'm afraid. Red pill now means you hate women. I'm sorry, I didn't want you to know this.
Yes, Commander.
Heading to that location.
No. Red pill means you take the estrogen like a real-life Sigma male. So, when all the chuds say they're red-pilled, they're taking estrogen? I don't think that's what they mean. But I'm not the person who invented the English language, so I could be wrong.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
I'm not William Shakespeare.
Stepping off. Good to go. Eyes on the prize.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Yeah, no, I know. We're doing a bit, but yeah, I know. I know that's the irony, is originally red pilling comes from the Matrix, and originally with the Matrix of the Wachowskis, it was meant to represent, that, yeah. Unfortunately, though, the real thing is that the chuds have definitely corrupted that now, and being red-pilled. Well, if you don't go online, you don't have to know what being red-pilled means now. It's alright.
Solid copy.
Okay, people say I'm the one who's having like a battle over stream day, but I also, is like chat just crazier than normal today? Coilsnake says everyone has some amount of estrogen in them, and if you want it, you should become a cannibal.
On the move.
Copy that.
I really think like chat is crazier today than normal though, to be fair. I don't think it's all me. I think UFO should just do this to chat, says Rabbit. Yeah, well, there. Oh no, Ricochet said that.
Moving to position.
It's whenever the challenge is low. I cracked the code a long time ago, that's always the reason.
Stepping off.
Vanguard says, I'd managed to avoid the red pill stuff till you spoiled it just now. Thanks, I'm sorry. Don't rewind back into the VOD where I revealed I was white, over.
Got it covered.
Eyes peeled, Commander. Eyes peeled, Commander.
Alright, in we go. Oh, they're not in here. I guess they're over here then. Finish the mission before we devolve into incomprehensible demonic screaming. It's kind of like what we were saying before of how, as a streamer, you get used to, like, engaging with your chat. And actually, that's true. And in the sense of, like, things that are easy to learn and hard to master, usually with streaming, the most important thing isn't learning how to engage and platform your chat, but learning all the many times that you just really shouldn't do that. And I'll tell you what, as someone who's been doing this for 10 years, 10 plus years at this point, I never learn my fucking lesson. I really don't.
On the move.
Turns out, in this case, it does not get better, folks. I will never learn that lesson.
Okay. Headed there now.
Affirmative.
She never engaged with this chat, but I like people being seen and heard. And sometimes I should stop before I read out some of their messages.
You hear that?
I'm basically spinning a lot of plates. Basically, by engaging with every single person who talks, I'm trying to keep the dopamine levels of each individual chatter as high as possible. And then they keep coming back and saying new unhinged shit. And in this way, we have a symbiotic community, chat. We're like a commune of takes. That's what we are.
Okay. Enemies inside.
Hello, outsiders. PG says you're talking about me, aren't you? Whoa! You're a big boy.
From the sides.
Oh, I've been checking them this whole time, and finally we get one of the CCS outsiders. That is a big, big boy! Huge. Nick says, Beagle, I'm becoming sad. Please say positive things about me to reinforce our parasocial bond. I will as soon as you remind me who you are to me. I'm just kidding, Nick Spanicus. Please don't be sad. Without you, the stream wouldn't be the same. Put a smile on that face, Nix. Whenever I say your name, I think of a roleplay character Jamble made that's also named Nix. And that makes me a little bit happier every time. Also happy to, you know, read your name for you. Don't get me wrong, hey. PG says, can I have mine now? PG, think about the fact that despite the fact that you neg me at every opportunity you get, I still appreciate and enjoy your company and talking to you. You've got to be doing something right. I think that I'm gonna... Oh yeah, you're supposed to pay for compliments, I forgot. I forgot. If you donate $5 to me and ask for a compliment... No, wait! You donate $5 to me and ask for a rating on what your name means to me. But then I don't sugarcoat it and I might not remember some of the things you've done, so don't do that. $5 for a compliment, I'll do that. That's the new deal. Anyway, I think what I'm gonna... I've just been trying to decide here. I'm not just talking, I'm also thinking. It's a great human skill, try it. I've been trying to decide whether or not I want to use collateral on the big one here or on this one. I have to move the scout if I want to do it on the big one, but I think it's the only way to go, because this one's going to be so hard to kill otherwise, it's going to be a nightmare. So I'm going to run you to here. Bye-bye. What about those pain pigs? Well, if you want an insult, you can ask for an insult. Just donate $5 and tell me whether you want to be lit up or you want to be glowing, and you know what? I mean, it's a service. I have to provide it.
Moving out.
Is that thing distractible? It sure is. Phil says Insomnia Beagle, well, you didn't pay, but you have made me a lot of mods. No, I don't think I can do the insult thing. I don't like insulting people. I'm not very good at it. Unless I deserve it, and you don't. Can I donate for you to insult someone else? No. I don't think I could insult you if I tried, Philip. I don't know. You just don't have... I'm just not feeling an angle there for me. I feel like you're superior to me. Us pain pigs go hungry. Pain pigs, I can make you guys happy easily. Just give me $50 and I'll stop playing the game. Rabbit says, as someone who regularly plays games with Philip, I could give you a list to get you started. Alright, we're going on this one now. How many flanks do I have? Just the one flank. So we need to get some damage down in here. Oh no, I can just command you actually, it should be fine. Go, go! Dead. Okay, not dead. What? What's this thing that's sort of today? Chat is insane today. I saw this before, but I ignored it. Someone was like, "Oh, why do you hollow first? Always hollow second. Why would you hollow second?" Cap, I didn't bring any Octors.
The operation was a success.
I've seen two different people say it now. What is this hollow second meme? Is it gonna be like that? Oh, I wish that.
Our troops really came through on this one. I'm glad everyone made it back safely.
I wish that guy... I wish SWF was here to give me that link to that guy. Did I ever tell you about that guy that SWF showed me? Who believes that there's like some invisible hidden mechanic to hitting rockets, where if you time it just right, when the rocket aim reticle pulses, it always hits. And then people looked into the engine and were like, it's definitely not a thing, and they were like, no it is. I never showed you the rocket guy, did I? Where is SWF? It's so insane, and it's something I can do for you while I don't play XCOM for the last 40 minutes here, or however much longer I stream. It's so fucking insane. Yeah, it's very much hold down B when the Pokeball rolls the second time you always catch. It's crazy. Hang on, I'm gonna get it. Don't let me forget. It's fucking insane and you need to know about it. Okay. Oh, no way. It's so good. I didn't know about it, but SWF showed it to me. That's where we're going. We're going there right now. Hang on. XCOM fans, these are your missions for the day. Now we go to Reddit. I mean, now we go to SWF's thingy. Oh, we go to... I'm sorry. Apparently my fetish desktop, apparently, by the way. I'm sorry. Could just be a bug if it's real. It's so not fucking real, but I'm going to show you because the conversation and the rationalization is so real. Alright, I need to go to my SWF DM. Wow, drinking fetish. Where is my SWF DMs? Okay, here we are. And I just gotta look... Rocket. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna bring up the link. Okay, as SWF said, I should have sent you the Reddit thread where a guy swore that if you timed your rockets right in Long War, you could bypass the scatter mechanic and nail it every time. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen of ages. Let me put some music on because this is wild shit. Hang on. I need like some chill ambient music. Too chill. That's too chill. No, no, no. Where's my CNC list? Yeah, that'll do. That's fine. So. Display capture. And let me read this. Dweeble Cat's comments. This is from 9 months ago. One potentially useful trick to firing rockets outside of staying every turn is that there is a unique mechanic tied to rocket scatter, where the scatter calculation pulses intermittently, kind of like QTE, which provides an opportunity to fire without scatter if you can time it correctly. It is exceptionally hard to pull off, as the window is only a millisecond or two, but if you manage to fire within that window, there will be virtually no scatter at all. Watch for the spread fluctuation on the readout. Generally speaking, you don't want to be firing over a 2.0 spread. Anything over that is very unreliable. That's why it's imperative to steady your rockets each turn. Only when they reach high ranks, provided a good base aim, can you get away with snapshotting rockets reliably. Wow, great advice given in Long War Questions. Help to a new player, great. Reply. I'm pretty sure this isn't true. I've certainly never heard anything to this effect anyways. It works as described, it just takes impeccable timing. You've likely never heard of it, as it's a nuance of the game not many pick up on. I mean, I've literally never seen the numbers pulse, except when near an alien that is doing its idle animation. When the animation sometimes puts the alien under the cursor, causing the targeting to snap to the alien, and sometimes is not. This is most prominent and annoying on Seekers of the Tentacles, but otherwise I've never seen any sort of pulse in Long War. SWF Delicious says, that's because it absolutely does not work that way. Having recently rewritten the rocket scatter code from scratch, I'm pretty sure this person is just seeing their cursor jitter or something. The only things affecting rocket scatter are your cursor position and the Rocketeer's effective aim, OP replies. That's funny, because every time I nail the spread pulse at 0.1 with 3.0 plus spread shot, it's always a pinpoint shot. Happened too many times now to be a mere coincidence. I would call it a bug more than a feature. Even if you knew the code back to front, this often does not account for knowledge of bugs or anomalies in the code as it is handled by the engine. Can't think of much else that explains why nailing the spread pulse results in perfectly aimed rockets. SWF Delicious replies, there are some very weird bugs in software. It's true. I love how SWF is like, coming to the table, you know, like a reasonable person, like, being open to it. I've delved and resolved a lot of them myself, involving anything from race conditions to memory corruption. But this is not one of those weird bugs. The pulsing animation you see while aiming is so disconnected from the rest of the game systems, you literally couldn't query the animation system to ask where the pulse is if you wanted to. The math to calculate the scatter is straightforward. There's nothing hiding in there to allow for this. You mentioned it requires impeccable timing and that you have to nail it. What it sounds like is that you've got to set up for confirmation bias. Every time you try and hit, it confirms the mechanic exists. Every time you try and it doesn't work, you just didn't have the timing down. I'd be happy to eat humble pie on this if you can run an experiment and collect data on successes and failures using your method, and compare them to the expected results for the stated scatter. I'm very confident though this is purely psychological. And the other person replying, Kared, also says, see also timing the Pokeball with various buttons presses to guarantee captures. The trick, by the way, is to press A when it closes and then tap right every time the Pokeball shakes. Totally works, trust me. Dweeblecat replies, I'll be happy to concede that it is mere coincidence and apologize for any misinformation, if it's proven to be the case. I think it's very interesting, though, how the spread pulse locks at 0.1 spread and the trajectory reflects that perfectly, at least in the few times I've pulled it off. So far, I haven't been able to produce a result that is contrary to that. It doesn't help that it's incredibly hard to test for. If you or anyone can produce a pulse spread that actually reflects normal spread variation under that condition, I will correct it as misinformation. But for me, I've had 100% success in nullifying spread this way. Granted, the sample size is quite small. Gleesta says, it is mere coincidence. Ration says, my guy, this isn't how it works. You have to prove your assertion. Sloffen says, the targeting reticle jumps around as the trajectory gets blocked by things and the cursor moves. This results in the infamous block shot state and can result in seeing scatter numbers jump to reflect the different locations. Sloffen says, post a video because this isn't even remotely a thing. Robot Mikey says, is it possible to capture a video of this? I'm intrigued. They're the OP who's asking for Long War help, by the way. Dweeblecat says, it would probably be easier to better the test yourself, as even if I recorded it, it might still pass as a coincidence. It's also incredibly hard to pull off. It became apparent to me only because I regularly pull pods with steadied rockets, which in the early mid-game yields 2 to 3 spread at max range. Out of curiosity, I tried hitting the spread pulse. I managed to hit only 3 out of 50 or so rockets, but each time there was no spread. Just thought I'd mention as it's become my favorite little mini-game, lol. Sloffen replies, so 6% of the time it works every time. That's literally just you occasionally rolling a low spread on a 2.5 scatter rocket, which will happen now and better. That's right, the best part about this guide, chat, is that they literally have worse accuracy on rockets than just randomly shooting rockets. Anyway, so 6% of the time it works every time. You're gonna claim to have mastered this special timing thing that no one's ever observed, and then instead of demonstrating it, you're gonna ask other people to reproduce this thing they've never seen based on your vague directions. You don't even need to hit the timing, just show a video with this pulse as possible. You're gonna say it's easier for us to do it, what a joke. Glizel says it's incredibly hard to pull off because it's not a real thing. Dweeblecat replies, just now in an Exalt mission, I somehow pulled it off twice in succession! Both times no spread. First shot was 2.5 spread and the second was 2.2. Both hit the exact tile I was aiming at. I'm getting good at this, lol. Pretty sure something funky is going on here. We'll report back if I can get it to fail. Tip for anyone who wants to reproduce it. Watch the spread gauge as it pulses. Then make a sharp sound like beep on each pulse. Makes it easier to hit if you go off your own sound cue. Happy bepping! Good to know it, I will look out for it, says the newbie OP. This is blatantly false. Ignore him. There is no timing mechanism to firing rockets. It's not a big deal. I'm not going to try to base my game off of this experience. It could be something that even only he seems to be experienced. Not here to judge either way. Dweeblecat says, for sure. Something else that might interest you as it relates to Rocketeer build snapshot. I have one distinct advantage to be able to fire multiple rockets. This is like... Wait, does he talk about the other thing here, though? No, this is just talking about, like, Rocketeer builds. I think I have to continue the thread to see the rest of the other thing. Here we go. When and if this is proven to be a thing, I want to coin the official terminology of this technique as bepping, happy face. Many doubters and skeptics, yet nobody is able to falsify it. Sounds as if nobody is even attempting to falsify it. If more people would start bepping, we wouldn't be in this situation. Smiley face. I'll let you know that I think the reason I never showed this to you guys a while back is because I knew this is just what this person would want. It's like absolutely like... I know at least one person in my chat, like, it's like spreading the mimetic information. Now they know what bepping is. One person will now say, oh, bepp it, Beagle, and this person will enjoy that. Gleisel says, you're the one making things up. The burden of proof lies with you. Imagine being the only person in a Long War community who thinks this is a thing, and when everyone else says you're wrong, you just got doubled down and tell them they're idiots. It would practically be easier to test yourself. I think you all just need to chill the bepp out, says the OP. Was there more if you continue the thread? You're it's just people getting mad at him. I just love that, like, 3 out of 50 is less or naturally accurate rocketing than just fucking firing rockets. That's, like, somehow worse. Yeah, so there you go. Now you all have to know about this person, just like I do. There you go. I don't remember how this came up, but it came up. Honestly, the twist where you find out the 3 out of 50 is just so insane. Okay, now what are we doing? Do you guys want Slice and Dice? Do you want Battle Bit? Pick a minor game to play with me for like half an hour. Mechabellum? Yeah, we could do Mechabellum for half an hour or an hour. Gotta prep for tomorrow. I haven't even used the new War Factory yet. It's been ages since I played Mechabellum. Jarden Ains is a great game. You ever play Jag Alliance 2, 1.13? Yeah, I don't like JA2. JA3 is okay. Banny says, unfortunately, SWF cannot be here today. I would otherwise ask if Rocket Scatter RNG is seeded, which would make his 6%, which is lower percent than usual, explainable by the seeded RNG of Save Scum cause the same outcome if you target Pixel Perfect. That'd be funny. Alright. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and I'm gonna give you something extra. So I'm gonna do a poll. I'm gonna give you a few games to pick. Game. Slice and Dice. Mechabellum. Game for an hour or so. Slice and Dice, Mechabellum. What other small games do we have that I could play for like half an hour to an hour? Not Baldur's Gate. I'm gonna look at my Steam real quick. What else could I offer you? Backpack battles. I could do backpack battles, but I don't super feel like backpack battles. I'd play Blood Bowl 2 if I thought I could get a match, but I don't think I can. I never played the demo for Jump Light Odyssey. I heard that the game had like a cool premise but wasn't super great in execution and to wait until it got better. Battle Bros? Nah. Not my kind of 1 hour game. But I don't have a lot of other things to offer you all. God, I'm gonna faint. I'm dying. Worms Armageddon. That's your last choice. Worms Armageddon. You get 2 minutes to pick, and like with all of my votes, you cannot corrupt it with money. I'll be right back. Pick what game? Ah! Minecraft? No, Minecraft's like a campaign game for me too, because I have to make a fucking mod list for it. I mean, Minecraft is a campaign, it's a story. I'll be right back. I'm going to the bathroom. Pick your game.